Hello!
Hi! Welcome back to another Fun Fact Friday!
It's very nearly Christmas Day and we thought we'd have a bit of festive fun.
So today we are going to take a look at 10 famous figures who were born on Christmas Day, one of whom actually composed arguably one of the best Christmas songs ever!
Fun Fact Friday, week 104.
10 famous Christmas babies. Starting us off and resting in the 10th spot is Conrad Hilton, who was born on Christmas Day in 1887. Now, most of you probably have never heard of Conrad Hilton, but I bet you have heard of the hotel chain that he founded. That's right, Conrad Hilton is the man behind the Hilton chain of hotels.
Strangely enough, at number 9 is Robert Ripley, who was born on Christmas Day in 1890. Robert Ripley is the man behind Ripley's Believe It or Not, the home of bizarre oddities and curios.
Now, helping her way into 8th place is Clara Barton, who was born on Christmas Day in 1821. Now, Clara Barton was a nurse during the American Civil War and is the pioneering founder of the American Red Cross.
Falling into the 7th spot is Sir Isaac Newton, who was a Christmas baby in 1642. Sir Isaac Newton was a British mathematician, astronomer, theologian and physicist. He is probably best remembered for his theory of gravity that came to him after an apple fell on his head while sitting in his mother's garden.
Creating drama at number 6 is Humphrey Bogart, who was born on Christmas Day in 1899. Now, Humphrey Bogart was a famous American actor who rose to fame in the 1940s. His most notable acting role was in his Oscar-nominated role as Rick Blaine in Casablanca. Now, it was in this role that he uttered the immortal words, "Here's looking at you, kid."
He's looking at you, kid.
Dancing into 5th spot is Armin van Buuren, who popped into being on Christmas Day in 1976. Armin van Buuren is a Dutch DJ and producer, most famous for his radio shows and compilation albums, both of which are called A State of Trance. In the UK, he's probably best known for his 2013 Grammy-nominated hit, This Is What It Feels Like, featuring Trevor Guthrie, that reached number 6 in the UK charts.
Oh, without you now, this is what it feels like.
Coming in with more Top of the Pops cheesy intros.
Now, waving her white flag in at number 4 is Dido, who was born on Christmas Day in 1971. Dido is an award-winning singer-songwriter from our neck of the woods here in London. She's probably best known for featuring in Eminem's Stan and her Grammy-nominated and Brit award-winning single, White Flag.
The number 3 spot was reserved for a sweet dreaming Annie Lennox, born on Christmas Day in 1954. Annie Lennox is another award-winning British singer-songwriter, this time hailing from Scotland. She has a long list of awards and accolades to her name.
Now, some of these awards were for her time as the lead singer of the Eurythmics, where they released a long line of hits, including There Must Be an Angel, Who's That Girl, and Sweet Dreams.
I'm made of these,
Yeah.
Who am I to disagree? Sorry.
And I don't, you
I've
just have to sing it.
Is looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something.
She continued to amass awards in her solo career too, with tracks such as Why, No More I Love Yous and
Walking on broken glass. Du, du, du,
Now we've made you suffer, both of us singing.
Now that's the one that I can't resist singing to.
Feels just like I'm walking on broken glass. Walking on broken glass.
And you have finished filling with your hat?
Yeah, I have.
Mooching his way into second place is Cable Cab Calloway, who was born on Christmas Day in 1907. Now, Cab Calloway was an American jazz singer and band leader, leading one of the most popular jazz bands in the 1930s and 40s. He became known as the Heidi Ho Man
Heidi.
after his 1931 hit Minnie the Moocher, and made a popular reappearance 50 years later, performing the same song in the Blues Brothers film, starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd.
Hey folks, here's a story about Minnie the Moocher. She was a low-down hoochie-coocher. She was the roughest, toughest frail, but Minnie had a heart as big as a whale. Hidey, 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 hide. Hidey, 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 hidey.
Cab was also the first artist to perform I've Got the World on a String, that later became immortalised with covers by Louis Armstrong, Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra, to name a few.
I got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow.
Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. I got a song that I sing, I can make the rain go.
It has been noted that he was very likely one of the inspirations for the iconic dance move made famous by one of my all-time favourite artists, Michael Jackson, with his moonwalk. Now, when Cab performed similar moves in the 1930s, he noted it as saying it was called the buzz.
Seeing as Christmas is just around the corner, we've left our number one spot to the writer and co-singer of arguably the best Christmas song ever.
Yeah. In at number one is Shane MacGowan, born on Christmas Day in 1957.
Shane MacGowan is a musician and singer-songwriter, best known as the lead singer of the Celtic punk band
The Pogues.
It was with the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl that Shane shot into Christmas stardom with the song Fairy Tale of New York.
Now, Fairy Tale of New York has been cited by many as the best Christmas song of all time to date. And it has reached the UK top 20 on 14 separate occasions and is the UK's most played Christmas song.
You scumbag, you maggot, cheap, cheap, lousy faggot. Happy Christmas, you're ours. I pray God it's our love. The boys of the NYPD choir still singing Go Away Brave, and the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day.
Thank you for joining us for another Fun Fact Friday.
Like, comment and share to show that you care.
Have a fantastic Christmas, and we'll see you next week for another Fun Fact Friday.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!